guys for coming. My name is Julie. I think most of you know me. I own the studio, and I'm so excited because live from Marietta Square, it's Friday night! Featuring guest teacher and comedian, Lori Searle!
Tiny mic. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. I feel like this is like a sleepover. You know what I mean? Like when you're girls and you're like, oh my god, it's so exciting. I'm Lori. For those of you I don't know, I think I know pretty much everybody here. So welcome. We will be practicing yoga, but we will also be hopefully enjoying some of my comedy. This weekend is part of our teacher training here at B Yoga. I've been part of the teacher training for many, many years and absolutely adore it. And one of the things that we've been talking about is sankalpa. And that is our resolve or an affirmation. Hello. And hi, guys. Wait, who else is there? Allison. Oh, hi! An affirmation in present terms on what our mission is, what our goal is, who we think we are, our dharma, our purpose. So some of us might have our sankalpa, our resolve, our intention, maybe if you will, and some of us are still searching for it, or we might be searching our whole life for it. But so tonight, I want us to sort of dive into what our resolve is. It might be something different every time we practice, right? But we like to sort of bring it with us throughout our days so that when things get a little rough and tough, we always have that with us to keep us strong and to keep us balanced. Now, for me, I know that it's taken me a long time to get here, but I've always had my purpose with me. It's just been sort of covered up for a long time. Yoga is absolutely my purpose and my definition for being here. Helping people with massage, absolutely. Even though I would have never imagined ever doing massage or teaching yoga. Writing has been a part of my life since I was a little kid. You'll always find me with a pen in my hair almost every day of the week, several. Maybe not this big. And doing comedy. So the fact that I get to do this all together, like in one, all of my favorite things is really the definition of my purpose. And that's for my trainees, our trainees, to understand that all of the things that we do in our lives are the connection of those dots together bring us to where we are tonight, where we are today, where we are in our training, where we are on our journey. So hopefully you will enjoy some of my favorite sets over the last few years. Feel free to laugh a lot because it's very good for your core. And also, something that we do at B Yoga is we have hands-on assist, those little cards I'm sure you've seen. You'll have hands-on assist, yes or no. So this is my version of hands-on assist. If you would like to share a joke tonight, and this includes you guys there too, feel free to keep your little tiny mic up. If you don't have a joke tonight and don't want to share, you can feel free to turn it down. I do remember a very, very long time ago, I felt like I lost my voice, like I didn't have, like it was very quiet and dim. And it just took one person to kind of bring it out. So if you're feeling a little bit quiet or dim, like, man, this is your freaking time to shine in this room. Like you couldn't get any weirder than freaking yoga and comedy, okay? So if you've got a joke or something to say, this is the time to do it. So you can do it at any time during the class, okay? So we'll start our class in a nice comfy seat, okay? We're gonna come into the Sankalpa Mudra, or your intention mudra, your resolve mudra, okay? And all that is simply taking your left hand, so I won't be mirroring you, and you'll bring it to the right thigh. Anywhere on the right thigh is fine, and then you'll take your right palm and face down. If this is uncomfortable, you can always just bring it to your heart space, but just taking the left palm and bringing it to your right thigh, that's your receiving hand, and then your right palm on top of it. And then you can just close your eyes and come into your breath. Deep breaths in and out through the nose. Everything starts with your breath. Every laugh, every move, every feeling of joy, every feeling of pain, every feeling of rage starts with the breath. So in this mudra or hand seal, just taking a moment to maybe search for that sankalpa or that resolve in the present moment, like an affirmation, or like I sometimes call it like a fortune cookie message. That's that message to you. Set up anywhere and grab 2 blocks. And sometimes we might not even have it today, right? So I think if you don't, or you're searching for it, I like the idea of lightheartedness, especially since we're very close to Valentine's Day. Coming into the heart space, expanding the heart space, feeling the love. And if you don't have a love, it doesn't matter. Just loving yourself is enough. It's really all there is. Loving yourself, you love yourself, and then you can love everyone around you, even if they're not cool. And then once you have your sankalpa, your resolve, you can take your palms together at heart center in that little fist, or palms together like prayer. Bow the chin into the chest, honoring yourself for coming here. You can gently begin to blink, open the eyes, stretch the arms up and over the head. Open up, lift up through the heart space. Maybe a soft, gentle bend in the elbows. And then exhale, draw the palms together at heart center, or come back into that sankalpa mudra. And then just follow the breath. Inhale. Maybe dropping the head back, and then exhale. You're just moving on your breath. So linking your breath to your movement, opening up, and exhale, closing. So we've got little 4 entryways to the heart, the front, the side doors, and the back. So we're working on opening all 4 sides of the heart to feel that lightheartedness, to open up into our resolve, into our sankalpa, our intention, the truest part of ourselves, our dharma, our purpose. One more time, and then we're gonna add twists to this. So if you have your legs crossed, like crisscross applesauce, you might wanna crisscross them the opposite way, just to kind of keep a little balance. If you're in hero's pose, you just stay in hero's pose as long as that's comfortable. Inhale, expanding the arms up and over the head. We're just gonna twist over to the right as you exhale, full length of the breath. Inhale, and then you'll twist over to the other side. Big breath in. Already starting to feel all the doors in my heart open up. Good, and then once we come back to center, we'll just remove any toys from out underneath our seat. If you had any toys underneath the seat, you're just gonna make your way onto your back, hug the knees into the chest. And once you hug the knees into the chest, just make little circles on the low spine. And then you'll make circles in the other direction. So just kind of play with this. Circles in one direction, circles in the other direction. I was on my way over here with Julie, and I was like, what is going on with my skin? And then I tried to like open my iPhone, and my iPhone wouldn't like recognize me. And I was like, oh, I guess it's time for Botox if my iPhone doesn't recognize me. You know, because when I was 30, it was like, you know, once every year to sort of like have that refreshed look. But now that I'm 50, it's like once every 3 weeks just to not look like I'm annoyed. You know what I mean? Let's pull the right knee into the chest, lengthen the left leg straight. It's expensive to be old. Oh, just pull the knee into the chest. You can circle through the ankle. You can always tell a person's age by like their neck, right? Or their hands, or their license. But I can always tell a person's age by their name. You know, like you've never met an 80-year-old Brittany, right? I mean, you will at some point. But that's because they're all named Mary. My mom is 80, right? Her name is Mary. And all of her high school friends and college friends, they're named Mary too. Mary Ann, Mary Elizabeth, Mary Cat, Mary Ellen. They're all Marys. Switch sides, left knee into the chest. This is so weird. Doing comedy and yoga at the same time. So I'm thinking about changing my name because I think that might be cheaper than getting Botox. Yeah, circle around through the ankles. Good. Like Kylie. and Kelsey, like they're Gen Z, right? They make more money being influencers on TikTok than I ever will in my lifetime, just doing makeup tutorials. They've never had an awkward phase or a traumatic bang injury, which I'm still suffering from. They were raised on socials, filters, and FOMO. They're old enough to get married, but they won't be. And they're probably not having a kid. Okay, slowly take the soles of the feet down to the floor, palms face down to the floor, rolling bridge. So lift up through your hips. Right, so we're creating history, right, Julie, at the studio? we started with yoga the musical a few years ago. Now we're doing yoga and comedy. What the F?
I
need to work on that laughter, though, guys. Rolling bridge. Now, if you want to add your arms, slowly lower the hips and the arms up and over the head. Now, if you dressed like Madonna and remember MTV for music, you're at the tail end of Gen X. Your name is Julie, Sandy, or Lori. You're probably getting you're probably getting your PhD or sending your kids to college or still living in your rent-control studio apartment with your chihuahua. I like Amber or Morgan. They're millennials. They invest in crypto. They are fierce feminists and probably take selfies at protests. Yeah, you know the kind. All right, hug both of the knees in towards the chest. Gently rock and roll along the spine. Maybe what I should do is go the opposite. Right, go older. So then people are like, oh my God, you look so young for your age. What are you doing? And then I'm like, I'm lying. I'm freaking lying. All right, let's come into all fours. Let's cat-cow it out. So let the belly soften. Yeah, and then as you exhale, pull the abdominals in and round. Oh, yeah. Brenda and Dawn, they're in their 50s, man. They were thriving with rosé all day. They are the real housewives of pickleball. I love the women in their 60s, like Janet. She's just like rented her camper van and is visiting the kids, the grandkids at the Grand Canyon. What else? Linda? Oh, justice for Linda. She went missing hiking the Appalachian Trail back in the 70s. She had the most beautiful hair. Farrah Fawcett. R.I.P. They never found her body. I don't know. We should all embrace aging, right? I mean, what's the alternative? Although I am saving for my Korean foreskin facial. What? Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, it's when they take Korean baby foreskin and you wipe it all over your face to look younger. It's about $3,000. So if you want to donate, you can find me after the class. Okay, from here, shift forward. You're going to come into this nice prone position. You can wiggle yourself backwards if you want to. Chin or forehead to the floor. Interlace the fingers. Tap the tops of the feet to the floor. Inhale, lift the neck and shoulders. Keep the feet to the floor. Slowly lower down. I'm not going to change my name, guys. That's crazy. Slowly lower. Oh, pull the belly in. Good. Now, if you'd like to add as part of your attention, you can inhale and lift the legs off the floor. Oh, yeah. Slowly lower. You know, I actually stopped comedy a long time ago because I found it easier to talk to people in downward facing dog. I didn't have to see everybody's eyes rolling. I would just stare at people's butts. Palms down to the floor. Press back into child's pose. Hips towards the heels. Big breath in through the nose. Let it out through the mouth. But a lot of you know it's been kind of rough for me lately. Yeah. So I lived in Santa Monica for like 25 years and there's somebody squatting in my apartment now, so I can't really go back. It's kind of a bummer. And I just feel like really, really stressed out. And yoga has helped a lot. Downward facing dog as you're ready. In your downward facing dog, stretch your right leg towards the sky. Open up through the hip and bend through the knees. Yeah, maybe come to left tippy toes. So I'm thinking like I need a vacation, but I can't really afford a vacation. You know, I need a break. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Go ahead and release the right foot down towards the floor. Stretch the left leg towards the sky, open up. So I'm thinking about a place to go where I don't really have to spend much money, but I need like that break, right? So I'm thinking rehab. Yeah, like just, okay, ride this way with me for a little bit. Drop the foot down to the floor, shift forward into upper push-up position, plank, that was good. Shift forward on the toes, lower the knees to the floor or hover off the floor, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Heart shines forward. Exhale, press back downward facing dog. It's 30 days, all inclusive. You can pack light because basically like you're wearing the same thing every single day. All your meals are taken care of, so you don't have to like food prep or any of that stuff. Shift forward, inhale. Exhale, slowly lower down, knees, chest, she's stroking out. Inhale, go forward, cobra, upward facing dog. It's weird, it's like you're wearing two brains. The comedy brain and the yoga brain. Press back, downward facing, good. Now, on the next cycle of breath, you're gonna shift forward and take your vinyasa. We're gonna do this until I finish the next few seconds. And if you need to, press back into downward facing dog. This is a great combination, I think. It's good for your core. We don't even need to do some core work. Okay. They take your phone away from you, guys. I do not want to see any more happy babies or destination weddings, okay? Take my phone away from me. I cannot stand it anymore. I'm gonna throw it into the Chattahoochee. Yeah. They check on you? I mean, guys, I'm a middle child. My parents didn't even check on me when I was in the crib. They still have no idea where I am. I mean, literally, I could be dead in my apartment for weeks. I don't have an apartment. Unless it's summertime, because, like, the smell, you know? All right, inhale, stretch the right leg towards the sky once you meet in downward facing dog. Sweep the right foot forward towards the right thumb. Let's come into a low lunge. Left knee down towards the floor, framing the front foot. Ooh-wee. And then you can start to straighten the front leg. Use your blocks as extensions of your arms to do this. This is our next vinyasa, so rocking forward and back. If you feel really, really open, like you have an advanced practice or you're already open because you took 2 classes today, you can take the palms on the inside of the foot, no blocks, and shift your weight forward a little bit more challenging, or just keep that low lunge. The problem for me is that I don't know what I would go to rehab for. Because like rosé all day is like an obvious choice, but I can't handle my alcohol like 8 o'clock at night, let alone like 3. Like I'm still like the girl at the frat party that's like in the corner with her best friend, like, oh my God, he won't talk to me. I love him. I'm gonna fucking kill him. Nobody wants that bitch around. Frame the foot with the hands. Take your vinyasa or downward facing dog. Drugs? What do you think? No, I'm not good at drugs either. And I know there's all kinds of like artisanal, bespoke weed and that kind of thing. Doesn't matter if I smoke it, I drink it, I eat it, I still end up mute, self-conscious, and paranoid, which is basically like reliving my childhood. Nobody freaking wants that either. Left leg, high to the sky, keep the hip closed, and sweep or grab the foot forward. Palms either side of the foot, drop it back into the floor, all good. And then start to straighten. We'll flex a point, maybe palms on the inside of the foot. Feeling good. Sometimes on our first date, I like to take like a sip of wine and then tell them I've worked the 12 steps. They get very confused, but there's 12 steps for everything. I went for anorexia, which I thought I invented. Turns out a lot of people do it. Which is another reason why I can't be an alcoholic, because it's too many calories. All right, go ahead and come back into your vinyasa or downward facing dog or even child's pose. I was always a little jealous of the bulimics though, because they could eat all the food, but I have no gag reflex, which is great for men, but not if you want to be a bulimic. Slowly start to walk your feet forward towards your hands forward. Take a wide stance with the feet. Grab opposite elbows. You can grab a hold of the shins. Gently rock from side to side. Oh, I figured it out. Amazon. Guys, I order way too much from Amazon. My life has totally become unmanageable. I mean, guys, it could be the new AA. AA Prime. I mean, you have no idea how many UPS stores I have to go to make returns and like not have judgment. It doesn't work. They're all judging me. I just don't think I could last like 30 days without ordering something. Oh, forget rehab. What about a conservatorship? You know, like Brittany? Here's Brittany again. You guys know what that is? I don't know. I wouldn't need a t-shirt that says free Lori. I'm free, never having to leave my apartment. I don't have an apartment. What am I talking about? Oh, I don't know. Someone could just use my money and pay my bills. I would love that. Hashtag goals. All right, open up your feet a little bit wider. Let's come into a Malasana squat. Just sink down nice and low. You can take your blocks underneath your tush, maybe palms together at the heart, and just wiggle here. Right palm down to the floor, left palm to the inner thigh. Oh my gosh, all the noises that are coming from my body. Do people go to comedy shows here?
I do.
Yeah.
I do sometimes.
Have you ever like done a yoga pose while
Next time.
you're doing chair? You're going to Julie's class doing an hour of chair. Anyone take Julie's class and sit in her chair for an hour? Quads of steel. Quads of steel. Heel
Yeah,
to the
they're not
heel.
laughing, unfortunately.
Forward. Ain't no one laughing. Okay. Let the arms dangle, soften the knees, gently roll up. One vertebrae at a time. Once you're there, take the arms up and over. Big breath in. Big breath out. And twist to the right. Open up the side door of the heart. Inhale. And exhale over to the other side. Woo. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to center and exhale, swan dive all the way down to the floor. Take an inhale to lengthen halfway. As you exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees deeply, step or lightly float back. Take your vinyasa or just meet me in downward facing dog. All right. Sandy, I see you. A mic up. I think that means it's time for a joke. So let's take an inhale, stretch the right leg towards the sky. As you exhale, knee comes into the nose. Sweep or grab that right foot forward towards the right thumb. Left knee to the floor, you can keep it lifting. Arms stretch high. I'm passing the mic.
I am known for my bad dad jokes, so I apologize in advance.
Yes.
So, why did Sally fall off the swing?
Why?
She didn't have any arms. Knock knock.
Oh, who's there?
Not Sally.
Oh my God, that's hard to balance. Exhale, palms come together at the heart. Shift your weight forward. All four sides of the torso lengthens. And then you can take your elbow to the outside of the thigh or palm on the inside of the foot. Stretch the right arm towards the sky. Other way, my friend. Yes. There you go. Good, 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 good. Oh. Any point dropping that left knee to the floor. Big breath in. Big breath out as we unwind, palm down towards the floor. Take your vinyasa or downward facing dog. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Flow with your breath, your movement. How's everybody doing on resolutions? Anyone? I feel like resolutions are so like 2019, like pre-pandemic. We're such an innocent time pre-pandemic, right? Like everything before then is very, very cringe. I don't know. Big breath in, left leg towards the sky. As you exhale, sweep or grab it forward towards the left thumb. Come high into your runner's lunge, knee to the floor or lifting. I'm gonna move out of everyone's eyesight. And then as you exhale, palms come together at heart center and take your twist over to the left side or Church Street side. Like, I don't want anyone to shake my hand, okay? Like, no way. Like, if you shake my hand, or if you sneeze in your hand, you're dead to me. Like, forget that. That's not happening. And just forget about birthday candles. Like, I will be gluten-free if all of a sudden I see you blow your particles out on the birthday cake. No, I don't eat sweets. unwind your twist, frame the front foot, come back into your plank, lower down, or skip it. No. It's so funny though, over the holidays, we were like watching all these old movies and TV shows like Dawson's Creek. Like, do you remember Dawson's Creek? Yeah. Even like the 30, 20-year-olds and yeah. I mean, good Lord. Right leg reaches high to the sky, open up the hip, bend through the knee. Good. Now close off the hip, shift forward, knee to nose. Good. Inhale, stretch it all the way back. Now open up the hip and the knee. Good. I like hearing those cracks. Then close off the hip, knee towards the nose, pause there, breathe there. Right foot forward towards the right thumb, back heel to the floor. Inhale, come into your warrior one. We're gonna flow here. As we exhale, take the palms either side like airplane wings. And then inhale, stretch up. We're gonna go for 5, so this is 2. Till I can find what I was gonna say about Dawson's Creek. Like when I was watching it, I kept thinking like, oh my God, just Google it. Just take an Uber, you know what I mean? And it's like, no, they didn't know that. Like they didn't know what waffle stomping was before Google, right? Let's hold here, open up warrior 2. Or like, what's the bird that flies backwards? You know, they have to go all the way to the library, you know? Start to straighten up the leg, find reverse triangle.
What is the bird that flies backwards?
Right? Well, if you didn't have Google, you wouldn't know. Come on into your warrior 2 and extended side angle. Okay, so waffle stomp is when you poop in the shower. And stomp in it, yeah. And hummingbird is the bird that flies backwards. You're welcome. Come on up, reverse your triangle, so lengthen the front leg. Good, that's number 2. So go ahead and do 5 of those, for a total of 5.
Just save this all our Google searches.
I mean, right? Listen, Google is my love language. I Google everything. Like, I love to watch like a TV show on the computer, like Severance. And then on another tab, Google like, what the hell's going on in Severance, right? It's just like one of my favorite things to do. Okay, when you get to your 5, frame the front foot, find your vinyasa or downward facing dog, or just meet me in a child's pose. I can't actually believe that I remember all this stuff. Big breath in, stretch your left leg towards the sky, open up through the hip. And then we close off the hip and take the knee to the nose. Inhale, open up. Close and knee to nose. Good, sweep or grab that foot forward towards the thumb. Coming into your warrior 1. We'll do the same thing on this side with the airplane wings, or if you'd like a little extra juice, interlace the fingers back behind you and fold forward. That's your 1. We got 4 more. Oh. Yeah, I mean, we like asked Alexa and Siri so many things over the holidays that like she asked for a raise. It's not in our budget for 2026. I don't know. I'm actually still hungover from being with my family for over a month. Let's open up into our warrior 2. Take a pause there, breathe there. Heel toe that left foot inward just a little bit if you need to intersect that back arch so that knee doesn't sickle in. Good. Let's reverse the warrior but straighten the front leg. Nice and strong and good breath. And then from here, we're gonna do the dance. So we'll come into extended side angle, forward to thigh, palm on the inside of the foot, stretch the right arm forward. Good, we got 4 more on the cycle of your own breath. Yeah, there's something about the holidays that just like drops you into like the hierarchy of youth, you know? And I don't know if it's just because like I don't have kids and I'm not married or what, but like, it's like your favorite reality shows. You know, like when you meet me when you've done your 5 and meet me in warrior 2, we'll just come back into our vinyasa, framing the front foot. Good job, y'all. Lower down, skip it, down dog or child's pose. Like my only child friends, they grew up like they were contestants on The Voice, you know, with all of the attention. Oh my God, you're so beautiful, you're so talented, you're so amazing, but also like all of the pressure, you know, because they're the only person in the family. That's a lot of pressure. 2-child homes, that's like The Bachelor. Right? We love you so much, but only tonight. You're our favorite. You get the rose. If you have more than 3 kids in a family, that's like Survivor. Yeah, you have to build alliances and strategies for parental attention. Come forward into your plank pose. Knees to the floor or keep them lifted. Shift forward on the toes. Lower down, low push-up. Pause there. Breathe there. I know you know what's coming next. Lower all the way down to the floor. Okay, tap the toenails into the floor, palms face down either side of the hips. From here, you can slowly lift the head, neck, and shoulders, maybe hands, and then lower down on the breath. Good. Inhale, lift, and lower. Good. If it's part of your intention, you can lift the legs on a big breath in, and then a big breath out. This one's for Sandy. I can sum up my childhood in one joke. That's for you. What's your name?
Renzo.
Renzo. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Middle child.
Middle childhood.
Exactly. My childhood was like naked and innocent. Okay, here's a machete, here's a lighter, good luck. Figure it out. I mean, listen, I've been ghosted by men, but to be ghosted by your family while you're in the room with them, I mean, come on, that sucks. Good, child's pose or downward facing dog. This is so fucking weird. What do we think so far? Big breath in, stretch the right leg towards the sky. Open up the hip, bend through the knee. If it feels funky, go into a funky, flip the dog over. If it doesn't feel funky, don't do it. Oh my God. Unflip the dog. Unflip the dog. Good. Right leg reaches high. Exhale, close the hip and take the knee in towards the nose. This is the set that I opened up for Jim Gaffigan. Inhale, stretch the right leg out. So it better be good, right? Sweep the right foot forward in between the hands. Come right into your warrior 2. Good. And then we're gonna just hang out in a reverse warrior. Nobody wants to do that. Hang out here. If it feels like it's too much, go ahead and straighten up that front leg. But just feel the lift and length out of the left side waist as if it was as long as the right side waist. Open up the side doors to that heart. I mean, I love yoga, but I do feel like there's a fine line between depression and boredom. Inhale, slowly come up. What the hell is she gonna say now? Extended side angle. Feel free to find some freedom in your extended side angle. We'll be here for a moment. So right palm down on the floor. You can hook your left palm to the right thigh. You can reach under if that feels comfortable. Or you can hold forearm to thigh or hand on a block. Like I was so sad the other day and I was like, this is it. This is it. It's time to start taking medication. I gotta call my therapist. This is it. And then I was on the phone with my mother, which should depress me more. Okay. We're gonna unbind now. Start to straighten up the front leg and point all 10 of the toes towards the church street. Soften up the knees if you need to. Open up through the front of the heart and then find your wide-legged forward folds. All she said to me, okay, was that the new season of Bridgerton was on. And guys, it was like I instantly was relaxed, but also invigorated, okay? Like a dopamine hit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Skandasana, so you can slowly bend through the right knee and lengthen the left leg, and then switch the sides. Yeah, I like what Bree's doing. You can flex through the foot, maybe find some freedom in your hands. We're gonna do this until the end of my 5-minute set. I'm not gonna do that. Like I felt like the girl in those TV ads, you know, like who's dancing and smiling. You know what I mean? Like if I knew that dancing and smiling would be like the side effect of all these drugs, I would have taken them much sooner. Hi. I hope she's dancing and smiling when she's stuck in traffic. Or picking up dog poop. Or with like a screaming toddler. Good Lord. Just hanging out with Rihanna's toddlers for a couple weeks. I'm ready to start taking drugs. Just kidding, I love them. Okay, heel to the feet a little closer. Find your wide-legged forward fold again, soften through the knees. Heel to the feet in a little bit closer. Hands to the hips, come on up. Good. And then just spin on the heels so you're facing forward towards the front of the room for pyramid pose. So you might need to open up your feet a little wider. We're not new to this rodeo. Interlace the fingers back behind you. Open up through the front door of the heart. And then find your forward fold, taking the palms either side of the foot, hands to the shins, or use your blocks. Yeah, your pyramid pose. Good. Draw your right hip back, little left hip forward. Where did all of these diseases come from though? Like, aren't there a lot? Like, I know in Georgia there's a lot more for like Motley and Associates and Morgan, so clearly y'all have a lot of like car accidents, but in California, everybody's on drugs. And I don't remember any of these diseases growing up. I mean, when my mom and dad were depressed, they just drank or went to the garage, you know? And I know that they had problems with their eyes and their ears because I often went unseen and unheard. Soften through the front knee, left leg towards the sky. Lift that leg into a standing split. You can find your balance, palms to floor, hands to shin, or take your palms together at the heart. No, I know it's boredom. I'm just bored. I loved Bridgerton. Bring on the next few episodes. Let's come into a little curtsy squat. So hands to the floor, take the knee behind the knee. If you're still in balance, then that's awesome for you. I'm not, ever. So curtsy squat for a cycle of 5. Your 5 breaths. There's nothing better than to like watch reality TV to bury your own reality, am I right? So where does depression hurt? Not on Netflix. Okay, drop the feet to meet, fold forward, grab a hold of opposite elbows, and sway side to side. Better than swiping left, am I right? Any single people in the room? Just me? Really? Maybe it is good that I moved to Georgia then. Fuck off. I mean, I've been on and off the dating app so much, I need a freaking Dramamine. Hinge offered me a lifetime membership. I don't know what that says about them as a brand. What does it say about me? I don't know. They have as much faith in me as my child. Wow, I do need a therapist. Heel to the feet a little closer. Inhale, lengthen halfway. As you exhale, take a vinyasa or downward facing dog. Yoga rooms are very tough audiences. There's no 2-drink minimum. That makes me funnier. Oh my God. Big breath in. Stretch your left leg towards the sky. Uh-oh. Everybody okay over there? Sweep or grab your left foot forward in between the hands for your warrior 2. Open up your warrior 2. Okay. Right, because we didn't do this side of our dancing, right? No. Okay, good. We're gonna hold the exalted warrior, so right palm down the right thigh, left arm high to the sky. Julie's gonna keep me honest though. Oh no, Bree's gonna keep me honest. We'll go back to that though. Thank you. Thanks. Nope, don't look back! She's keeping me honest, but we will catch you. Then you're not gonna do it. You're just gonna stay in your down.
Don't ask the perimenopausal person that remembers.
Come back through your extended side angle. We're gonna hold there for a while. So palm on the inside of the foot of the forearm to the thigh. See if you can shrug that left shoulder away from the ear. Gorgeous. Good. Find that length through the right side body, but even the left side body too. We're hanging out here for a while, so the right palm can come to the left thigh. You can take your arms forward. You can find take your left palm underneath in a bind for some yummy feelings. How are we all feeling? Good. It's a lot of talking for yoga. God, I've been single so long, I haven't had sex since Trump was president. The last administration, okay? Come on up, nice and slow, release your bind. Take your feet so they're facing the V yoga wall. Wide-legged forward fold. Maybe an interlace grip at the base of the spine, but only if that feels good for the hammies. And then we'll fold forward again. So we can drop the palms down towards the floor. We can play with that skandasana again, or we can play with a little asymmetrical feelings, right? Maybe lifting one leg off of the floor. So you're wide-legged forward fold, just taking the right leg out to the sides, the left leg out to the side. That's always fun and really works the strength of the adductors and the abductors, which we'll be learning about. Well, my trainees already know about that anyway. Good, just having fun here. I don't know, I feel like I have an invisible barcode on my forehead that has like guys swiping left all day because they know I'm closer to my Golden Girls era than my Euphoria era. No. When you're younger, you worry if like your guy is gonna cheat. Now I'm just like, how many years does he have left? You know? And I know men my age don't date women my age, which sucks because I don't actually mind aging. Yeah, I actually feel real comfortable in my skin. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer once you're in your wide-legged forward folds. Okay, let's take that interlace grip. If you had it at the beginning, or hands to the hips, come on up. Yeah, spin on the heels. We'll find our pyramid again. Oh yeah, bump those hips. Interlace grip, maybe switching your grip, open up through the heart. I'm just realizing that most of my sets, I'm pretty down on myself. Pop down to the floor and find your pyramid. Enjoy that pyramid for a minute. No, I actually don't mind aging. My skin, I'm very comfortable in my skin. It's like your favorite pair of like sweatpants from college, you know? Soft and stretchy and almost vintagey, tissue-like feeling. Yeah, just like that. I don't know. I'm gonna need like Texas Oil Republican kind of money to like keep everything lifted. At least I'm lifting my stuff. Palms either side of the left foot. Let's stretch the right leg towards the sky for a standing split, even if it's 2 inches off of the floor. God, what's happening today? Yeah, I've aged at a Hinge. Anybody on Hinge? Raise your right leg. Yeah, we're all on Hinge. Yeah. I was thinking about silver singles. You guys know what that is? And it's like for old people. Yeah, okay, so palms can be at your heart center, at your shin or your blocks. We're gonna curtsy squat for 5. So taking the right knee behind the left knee. I don't know, like the last guy that I dated, he gave me HPV, so I'm hoping the next guy I date gives me his life insurance policy. And like, we don't even need to go out, okay? I'm so tired of drinking and going out for dinner or whatever. Like let's just run errands and see how we get on, you know? Okay, feet to meet at the top of your mat. Did you get your shingles vaccine? I'll make us an appointment, let's go. You mount my TV. You're lucky you can mount me. Oh my God, take an inhale, lengthen it halfway. As you exhale, forward folds. All right, inhale to prepare. And then as you exhale, let's take it into a vinyasa or a downward facing dog. All right, this one's for brain. Right leg, right?
Yes, left.
Left leg? Are you sure? Okay. We're gonna flip the dog. Yeah. If you didn't flip it, just take the leg up. Nobody cares. I love it. Sexy dogs, flipped over. Okay, come back into your vinyasa or downward facing dog, and then we'll shift forward into the upper push-up and hold the upper push-up, knees to the floor or lifted. And shift forward on the toes, lower down, chaturanga. Everybody knows what's coming next. No, they don't. Lower all the way down to the floor. Forehead or chin to the floor, palms face down. We're gonna do this for a 3rd time, only the 3rd time. Okay, so when you're ready, tip top those tops of the toes to the floor. Really pull the abdominals in. Let's lift head, neck, shoulders, maybe hands. And then we can lower down. Good. If it feels right, we can lift everything off the floor, including the toes. And then lower down. We'll continue that way. Should feel good. Otherwise, we can bend the knees and reach for the outside edges of the feet and lift and lower. My neighbors think I have the best sex life. Bree's ready for this one. Right, like the other day, my neighbor was like, "Girl, you got somebody new?" Our walls are very thin, okay? So what she's hearing is, "Oh, oh, oh, yeah, oh, right there, right there." Yeah, but what she's not seeing is, "Ooh, ah, oh, right there." It's a Theragun, guys. It's a Theragun. I'll let her think what she wants. Okay, child's pose. I can't. I can't. Anyone else with a makeup? No makeup. Do you want to tell a joke? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Sandy's the only comic here in the room? Maybe? Your mic is up? Oh my God. Take your time. As you're ready, stretch into your downward facing dog.
I do have a funny story though.
I mean, are you ready?
Yeah?
Yeah?
You can tell it.
Oh! I know what she's talking about. Inhale. Okay, we're gonna come into pigeon pose. So if you feel like pigeon wants to be supine, we're gonna do it supine, right? Otherwise, let's stretch the right leg towards the sky. You can open up through the hip, bend through the knee. You can flip the dog again if you're feeling like, hey, I want a little more space. Otherwise, knee comes in towards the inner right wrist. Shift the right hip back just a little bit. Walk your fingertips back just to square off through the hips. Left hip forward a little bit more. And then surrender. Forward folds. Right? Curling the back toes under if it feels a little yummy. Maybe just rolling slightly forward of the kneecap to feel a little bit juicier of a stretch in the left thigh, the front thigh. I did put orthotics in my Birkenstocks. It felt really good. Definitely feel old. I don't know anymore. You can start to walk the fingertips over towards the front right corner of your mat. If you want to do your supine pigeon, roll on the floor. Take the right ankle and place it on the left thigh. Oh, God, that's good. Yes. And you can just press the right thigh away from you if you're on your back, if that feels nice for the hip. And you can rock from side to side if you're on your back just a little bit. I mean, I've dated so much. I am so tired of telling my story. I'm starting to just like make stuff up. Like the other day I was on a date with a guy and I told him that I was a deckhand on a super yacht in Ibiza. I've also been a CIA recruit and like a frogging survivor. Do you guys know what that is? That's when people hide in the walls of your home without you knowing.
What?
Yeah. It's a true thing. It's a real thing. I could actually really use the company. So I'm real exciting till the check comes, let me tell you. All right, you can come back to center if you're reaching over to the front right corner of your mat. Maybe walk the fingertips up, hang out there, or bend that left knee and reach for the inside edge of the foot. Otherwise, you just supine, hang out there. Take some deep breaths. And even if you're not finding the reach, just a bend in the knee for a little extra juicy stretch in that left quad. Feel it, y'all. If you're like, I'm done, I'm roasted, you can just come into your downward dog. Beautiful, Kel. Nice right though. All right, everybody release that foot if it was released. You can stay on your back if you're already there. We'll meet you there in a little bit. Come back into your downward facing dog, finding the left side as we're ready. Left leg reaches high to the sky. I've never been much of a multitasker. It's hard to talk and do yoga at the same and try to do comedy. It's pretty nutso. Also, I feel like I'm having a yogasm at the same time. Oh my God. It's better than dating. So if you're supine, just cross that left ankle on top of that right thigh, pull the thigh in. Lift up just a little bit before coming down, just so you feel that squaring of the hip, dragging the right hip forward, and then find your surrender, cooling down. Maybe curling the back toes under. Just breathe. I feel like my life timing is bad, but like my comic timing is pretty good. We are not gonna go over in this class though. We are gonna end exactly at 7 o'clock. You got shit to do, right? You know, the longest relationship I've ever had is with my dentist and my dog. And he's retired. My dentist, not my dog. You know my dog, you see my dog. I don't know. I feel like if I met a man now though, like the relationship would last as long as like a small dog's lifespan. And I'm just like, no, man, I don't wanna be like cleaning some 80-year-old guy's poopy diapers. Okay. I can guarantee you it won't be like dancing and beaming like those TV drug ads. No, but I will be on drugs by then for sure. And definitely watching like season 73 of Love Island. Wearing like a muumuu from Temu. Yelling, get off my lawn! But I don't have a lawn because I don't have an apartment.
Oh.
But I will soon at the Brumby Lofts at the end of March. Welcome to Georgia. Start to reach your fingertips forward if you reach to the front left corner of your mat. Start to bend through that back knee if you want to find that reach in the last final moments of this pose. Yeah, maybe we're reaching, maybe we're lifting up. Wherever you are, just find that breath. Re-engage the breath. So good. Nice, Allie. Breeze on the cover of Yoga Journal. Release the pose. Come on up. If you're on your back, stay on your back. Otherwise, come back into your downward facing dog. Rinse it out with one more vinyasa. Otherwise, release the knees down to the floor. Meet me in a mini hero's pose. Ooby-dooby-doo. Sitting on your heels, and then you can just move your weight off to one side and send the legs forward. Flesh of the sit bones back so you can feel your ischium. Ladies in anatomy tomorrow, we're gonna learn about our ischium. Am I right, Lisa? Yes, to the ischium. Give yourself a little zhuzh on the outside of the thighs. Just a little pressure and a little love. You say it's just like 19 seconds of touch. It doesn't matter if it's like a hug from a friend or a hug from you, just to release those love hormones, right? Because I'm gonna be spending my Valentine's Day with myself and my shorty. So give yourself a zhuzh, and then when you feel that stretch in the hamstrings, just kind of hang out here. Keep the spine nice and long. Shrug out through the shoulders. Let go of any place that feels like it's, you know, a little juicy, a little like, I'm holding. Let's not hold. And then whatever your maximum fold is, let's just hang out there. Don't keep the spine nice and long if you can. If you start to feel like you're rounding, just back out of it a little bit. So use each inhale to lengthen a little bit more and each exhale to sink in a little bit more without over rounding through the spine. Keep it nice and long. Oh, yeah. And then when you meet your next inhale, you might, if you have your toys, you might want to bring them with you. You might not, but I think you might want to. And then we'll just slowly start to roll down one vertebrae at a time. And then you can do what Jody's doing. You can scoot your tush forward a little bit if you need to. And roll all the way down. Oh my God. All the way down to the floor. And then when you're ready, just pull that right knee in towards the chest. Give it a good snuggle and then bring it to the outside of the rib cage slightly. And then just use your left palm. Take your right thumb into the hip crease of your right hip and press the hip forward towards me as you take the right knee
to the left side. So you're really encouraging the twist to happen from the side door of the heart, so the right side door. So the thoracic spine, right where your ribs are. Keep the low spine nice and long. And then, once you feel your twist, just open up your arms like airplane wings, butterfly wings. And we'll take 5 cycles of breath here. Deep inhales and exhales. So I remember when I did lose my voice, it was around the time that a lot of really kind of horrible things happened to me, not unlike now. And it just took one person to encourage me to speak up, and that's when I was able to sing and to do comedy and whatever. So this is your last chance, people. If you got a joke, you better bring it now. Take the right knee back in towards the chest, give it a good snuggle, and then just give it a good kick out, and then let it go left knee in towards the chest.
I'm not gonna hate on it if you start to sing. Just start talking right now.
I did think of a grandkid joke.
Do it.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Why?
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
Did you hear that, Allie? Did you hear that, Allison? Wait a minute. Why do they, okay, hook the left thumb into the left hip crease. Use your right palm and find your twist. Okay, wait. Why do they call, wait a minute, say it again.
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Why do seagulls fly over the sea?
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels.
Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. They're both shaking their head no. That's a good one.
Well, if you're 3, you like
I'm 51 and I freaking love it.
Pretty sophisticated for a 3-year-old.
I know, it's true. That's true. You're hanging out with a lot of 3-year-olds.
Or do you want to hear my dad's favorite joke?
Yes!
This kid, he's walking in the front door, he's coming home from church, and his mom looks at him and goes, "How did you get 2 black eyes?" And he said, "Well, it was time to stand up and sing a hymn, and the lady in front of me, her dress was shoved up in the crack of her butt. So I pulled it out. She hit me in the right eye." She goes, "Okay, well, how'd you get hit in the left eye?" He said, "I thought if she wanted it up there that bad, I'd put it back."
That's a good Sunday joke. Come back to hug the knee in towards the chest. Give it a good little kick when you're ready. And then both knees into the chest, outside of the rib cage a little bit. Grab a hold of the outsides of the feet or the shins. Peter Pan it out, one leg straight, one leg bent. And then we're just gonna give ourselves a little, I like to call this the naughty shower. Naughties are like acupressure points. They're little points, like even just the touch of the hands on the shins, on the body. It's just kind of enlivening the lymphatic system. And all of these little points, there's like 72,000 naughties. You're gonna wake up a bunch of them. Not all 72,000, but a bunch. And bring it to the inner thighs, and the back of the thighs, and the outer thighs, and the knees, and the feet, and the tops of the feet, and then shake out the legs and let them go, and then take the hands to the belly, and then take them to the chest, take a big breath in, and give me your best laugh. Make it like a Dateline special. Inhale. And then give yourself a little pat on the back of the shoulders, and then the arms, and then the forearms, and then the back of the hands, and then give yourself a round of applause. We're gonna shake out the arms, and we'll do the face when we sit up. So let the arms just go into your Shavasana. That feels like you took a shower, but you're not clean. No. No, but all those little pressure points, those acupressure points, or nadis, marma points, just waking up even the lymphatic system, all of the very surface bits of the lymphatic system, part of our circulation, part of our immune system. Just opening up Like you're opening up the window of the whole body, opening up the heart, opening up yourself to be receptive to your sankalpa, your intention. And it might shift throughout your life, might stay the same. But as you shift and stay the same, you always have it with you, like a little souvenir. Part of your journey, part of your path. To just stay in Shavasana as long as you need to just feel rested and let go. If you do feel rested and would like to do a tiny meditation before moving into the rest of your evening, you can feel free to start adding tiny movements and deeper breath. And you can also do this meditation in Shavasana. But if you're adding movements and you feel rested, you can come to a nice comfortable seat. So if you're like a visual learner and you want to open your eyes for a moment, we could do this. This is called a Sankalpa meditation. And it's also called the Three Hearts meditation. It's also very good for your lymphatic system. So if you're feeling a little bit sinusy, like definitely around March here. I'm coming at a good time, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Okay, so your Three Hearts meditation. So you start right above the lips and just go right by the cheeks and down by the lips, right under the eyes. If you're wearing glasses, maybe not. And then right by the forehead and down. I like to use the pointer, but you can also use like the lower part of your hands here, just under the nose, the cheeks, and the forehead. It feels like a facial hug, right under the nose. Under the cheeks, or under the eyes rather, right at your third eye forehead. So it's almost like you're creating a little heart. 3 of them. And it's a very light touch. So our lymphatic system doesn't need much to pump and flush. So just gently. With the lightest of touch. In fact, those of us that do get facials often have this done to them. It's very soothing and relaxing. And then maybe just doing a couple more. And then coming back into that mudra with the left palm face up, right palm face down on the right thigh or at heart center. Take a moment to just bow your chin in towards your chest, taking a moment of gratitude to yourselves for coming here and giving yourself this time, sharing this time with those around you. So the collection of people in this room will never be the same unless we really arrange it. And how hard is that, guys? So it's nice that we have this energy in this group, in this time, in this moment, serving all of our purposes together, and for sharing
my purpose with you. I thank you so much. Namaste.
Here it is, look. Thank you guys. I'm open for feedback.